When the world's most prestigious motor car company joined with the world's most glamorous sports car company to create an offshore powerboat for the world's most renowned boat builder, the result was the Riva 32.
When you're cruising down the harbor in this boat, I mean, it turns heads, everybody kind of waves, and it's just something really special. And most of the boating crowd will be aware of it. They'll come over to see what it is, and they say, "Oh, it's a Riva." You know, I mean, everybody says, "What is it?" They think it's a Testarossa on the water.
That is no small compliment to pay a boat of this caliber. Luxury offshore powerboats have been the domain of the super rich and famous for decades. And the boat of choice of this elite is the Riva.
The whole line is unique. They're boats that are actually owned mainly by royalty around the world. It's an international boat, and it's certain movie stars here have got them, and Shahs and Kings and so forth, and it's just more of the international set that's even aware of the boats.
Riva has been making boats since 1842 with a reputation for unparalleled craftsmanship. Their Aquarama series is the Rolls-Royce of mahogany boats.
Still produce about 6 to 10 boats a year of the Aquarama. They are totally out of wood, mahogany, and the wood, as a matter of fact, is cured for over 10 years in their yard before it's used.
The shipyard at Sarnico, Italy, responsible for building the Aquarama, is also the fabrication yard for the new Riva 32. All the care and attention to detail that made the Aquarama class famous is now being focused on this sporty runabout.
BPIs, they're an Italian engine that it comes from our old Chrysler Hemis. And what these are, Ferrari and Riva went together and developed this engine for this particular boat. And they're 400 horse each.
Although it's not the fastest boat in its class, the Riva 32 is the most expensive, costing between $300,000 and $400,000. That additional cost is reflected in its workmanship.
You can buy a lot of other boats in the same length for a lot less money, but they break. They don't have the dependability, the engineering, the technology. They just don't last like this. This will last you as long as the person wants to own it.
The feel of that performance is Ferrari, but with the understated smoothness of Rolls-Royce.
The acceleration in a hot boat usually is a lot like a hot car. You know, if you punch it, it'll just jump out from underneath you and sometimes get away. Well, this has a very smooth acceleration, right up to about 30 miles an hour. I mean, it is a smooth, soft acceleration, and then here it comes. And then you really go, and that's when it really gets to be fun. But you don't ever get the feeling like the boat's going to get away from you.
That smoothness of handling is helped by the use of a carbon fiber wing that utilizes aerodynamic dampening in choppy waters.
As far as the wing is concerned, that's designed to, when the boat jumps over a larger wave and gets airborne, it's supposed to stabilize it on the way down so it comes back down in the water on its positive keel and come down straight rather than come down on an angle.
To those who love the sensation of saltwater spray and the sense of controlled raw power, the standard of seaworthy excellence is a four-letter word, Riva. With the introduction of the Ferrari Rolls Riva, a modern classic is born. The know-how of 3 distinguished master builders has gone into this boat. That alone makes it a masterpiece at any price. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of the exciting world of speed and beauty.
Street machines like this 55 Chevy may not be as fast as those Indy cars we've just seen, but they sure are fun to drive, especially if you like sudden bursts of power and speed. That's what these cars do best on the road to the exciting world of speed and beauty. Let's see what's coming up next week.
On next week's show, we'll rumble to the rolling thunder of the baddest big twin motorcycles around as we take you to the Harley-Davidson drag. Then we'll have a look at the fastest wheel-driven machines on the planet, land speed racing streamlining. Plus, the red-hot craft of painting flames.
For the exciting world of speed and beauty, I'm Dallas Raines. See you next week.